Hey guys. Yeah, don't worry about it. My acne is just, oof. But it's okay. Here's the thing. I just want to come back on here and say a few things that my mom addressed. I didn't know that she was talking like she was like clapping back at me of certain things. She's trying to clap back at me and my life because my mom was like, Rachel, you're not. I didn't hear this until I played back the recording. And I was explaining about my rings and my marriages and stuff like that. And then my mom said she was doing the dishes. She's like, Rachel, you're not married. And I'm like, that's what she said? I was like, ooh, snap. I didn't say she's that. I didn't know she's like, you're not married. And I'm like, you know why she said that? My mother said that because she's jealous that she didn't go to the wedding. And my dad is actually sorrowful that he didn't attend the wedding either. Here's the reason why. My parents didn't get to go because what happened is that I was so flippin' mad at my mom for throwing me in the mental hospital so many times and then eventually getting my dad to throw me in the mental hospital. Which is why, like, my TikToks, like my first account, my TikToks, I talk about my, I mean, if you followed my TikToks and my stuff, it was my suicide prevention story. I talked about how I wanted to kill myself, and um, because I didn't have the love of my life. I didn't have Rafin at that time, and even around that time, I didn't even have Alex. And I said Alex used to prevent me from committing suicide, and I prevented him from committing suicide. You know, and then what I didn't know is that like Alex was like, I wanted to kill myself because I didn't have Rachel, and then I said that I wanted to kill myself because I no longer had people love me in my life anymore. My mother still acts like she can like really smack me around. My mother, like, sometimes, like, her and I, we can be good. Now, here's the really messed up part about my mom. My mother treats me like I'm a dishonor when it's really her who's the dishonor. My mother is the dishonorable Filipino who, when she came to America, she tried to hide how much of a dishonor she was, and she keeps saying shame to me. I know you guys are like, oh, she says shame. That actually is deeply rooted in my childhood, which is really bad. She jokes around so much that it actually hurts everybody. My mom's jokes are bad. Now my mom can be good in terms of like, talking about God and prayer like that. But a lot of times my mom, she can do things where she thinks she's righteous. She thinks she's righteous for doing it, and she's not. My mom's never seen Raffin marry me. She's never seen Raffin get down on one knee. But she did see the ring I had. Mm-mm. She didn't see any of these. See these? She didn't see these, okay? She saw the other silver rings, which were my promise rings from Raffin. This the stories that I didn't really like fully reveal is that when I got thrown into the mental hospital for the ninth time by my mother. My mother pretty much she just threw me away. She threw me away because she didn't want to flip and deal with me anymore. And my father like cried because my father is like, "You, how many times are you gonna throw her in the mental hospital? Like we can't keep doing this." And she's like, "Hmm." She's like, "I don't know how to deal with her. I just want her to shut up." And I was like, "Oh, stop talking to me, stop it, stop it." And then she just calls 911 and she throws me in. There's a lot of mess ups from BSO, the cops. There's a lot of cop drama around me because I was the daughter of the number one officer, law enforcement officer at BSO. And every other cop was like, oh my God, oh my God. So they wanted to get me, rape me, and mess with me. And you can't beat me, kick me, or rape me because, oh, Tai Chi, honey. Yeah, Tai Chi, honey. Holy Spirit said, I put Tai Chi in you just in case you gotta use it. And I'm like, when you know what Tai Chi can do in full, it can scare you. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I can force stop people's breath from afar. If I connect your chi to my chi and then I hold my breath for a certain period of time, I will force your breath to stop flowing through your body. I will stop your lungs completely. You know I can do that? Oh yeah, honey. Oh yeah. This is why you don't come after me. Nah, does it sound like I'm a bad guy? Yeah. But do I do it to kill you? Here's the thing, baby. I don't do it in an evil way. I do it to teach you a lesson. And then God speaks to you and he's like, you don't mess with her. If you have evil intentions, and I figured out. And then yeah, I can make you drop. That's Tai Chi, honey. That's Tai Chi. Okay? You don't mess with me. I've been trying to tell you that you don't know what Tai Chi is. You don't try to flip and bully people with Tai Chi because you don't even know what Chi is. Okay? You guys are so stupid. I'm sorry. Don't be stupid like my mom sometimes. I'm sorry I had to say that. Because my mom can be really dumb. I love my mom, but I hate how, to be honest, I'm being held back by my parents because my mom won't help me with my business. She won't help buy any more beads. And she's like, you just sell this, that's it. I already bought so much for you, just sell that. And I'm like, no, what if I get a bulk order? I need to sell a lot. I need to make a lot. I need a lot of beads. She's like, oh look, I bought these online for you. You think you can make something out of it? And I'm like, you think I can make something out of it? I'm like, Mom, I have a catalog. Mom, I already made a catalog. I already made a magazine. I'm like, Mom, like I made a magazine, I made a catalog. I'm like, Mom, I already modeled for the pictures. I did the photo shoot already. I'm like, Mom, I'm like, I'm still building the website, but I'm like, Mom, I already told the people what I'm selling right now. I'm not trying to add anymore until after Mother's Day. Okay. I'm just selling like certain colors. Okay, for right now. Right now I'm doing this yellow set. Okay. And my mom. This is why I gotta go back out. I just gotta leave the house. Sometimes, in life, you just gotta leave your parents. They mean well. My dad loves me. My dad doesn't mean to hold me back. I know he tries to help, but he gets held back by my mom, and it looks like he's holding me back. He's really not. It's my mother who holds back the whole family. She messed up my little sister's mind. She messed up my older sister's honor, and she messed me up almost completely by flipping my chi. And I'm like, by calling me like a shame. She kept calling me a shame. She's like, oh darling, no, no, no. No, no, no. And I'm like, what? My mom does so much she does now. I'm like flipping yelling at her a lot, and it's gotten so bad. It's gotten so bad, guys, that I need to yeah, it's why, like, I haven't been like booming in terms of business, or why I haven't been able to finish my website. It's because, like I said, my website's so nerds. Please call my family line. Because of the fact that I can't finish taking the pic. I can't finish making the products, all the products for the website. Okay, and for because I still have to redo certain products, and she won't let me finish. She won't let me have the laptop because we share a laptop, because she took away my other one. She still treats me like I'm a 4-year-old. She's like, oh darling. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, mommy, I'm not 2, I'm not 3, I'm not 4 anymore. She does a lot of things. Like, she prevents me from doing certain things, and she barges in my room all the time. I can't lock my door properly because this door don't lock fully. I'm like, sometimes, guys, I'm still in this mode of I still hate my life. Sometimes, I mean, it's because of the people around you. I mean, I got it good with my mom, and then you know what happened? Greed, money. I started a business with her, and then she wants to have all the money. She's like slaving me up. I hate it. So now I have to move out with my husband, and me and my husband we're trying to figure out what to do. So that I don't fully break my dad's heart and just move away forever. Because I really just want to like flip in, like just ditch everybody. But my dad is like awesome, and I don't want to hurt him. So like this is just like a like a yeah. I get to know what I'm going through right now. I have to figure out what to do. Just because she didn't, no, my mom saw Raffin. She saw him. She told me she did. Because my Raffin never, my husband Raffin, he never came to the house. He never talked to my mom. But somehow she started talking about Raffin, and I'm like, wait. I'm like, mommy, you met Raffin? And she's like, oh, Rachel, Raffin said this to me. And I'm like, when did he talk to you? I was like, what in the world? And I don't know what my husband told her fully. I don't want to know what he's been saying to my mom. All I know is that he did say certain things to my mom when I wasn't around. Sometimes I would walk out the house to go cool off, and I think what he would do is like Raffin would take my key, and then he would go walk in the house, and he'd talk to my mom, and he'd walk out, and he'd make me back, and then we would finish our date. We date outside the house. I don't. Yeah, he takes me out and stuff like that, and and I get back in like my parents' house. The reason why I decided to go back to my parents' house and not with him is because he doesn't want to leave me alone in the house all the time because he's busy. He does a lot of things. He's busy like me, but I can do my work at the home. I beat I just made an anklet, and a short necklace. But Raffin's like, I don't want to just let you sit there and let you be like a bored housewife, because he's like, I would like a traditional life, which is what you know how to be, and I love that. But Raffin's like, you love company, and I can't always be there because I have the work, honey. And I was like, hey, as long as I see you, I don't care. And he's like, I know, but there's just too many factors in play, like my dad. My parents are lonely. My parents fight a lot because they don't know what to do with the fact that, they want to, it's just like drama. They don't know drama in terms of they don't know how to see eye to eye. My mom doesn't know how to see eye to eye with my dad in terms of certain things like the house. My mom wants to fix up the house. My dad just wants to sell it. My mom wants to make it pretty. My dad is like, but it's like, we don't got to spend all that money on it. And then it's like, so it's like, okay, so it's like, decision making. My dad is miserable for arguing with my mom in terms of certain decisions in life. My mom is a big kid at heart. She wants to do a lot of different things. Granted, she takes advantage of the fact that my dad makes good money. So my dad is like, Conchita, I don't want that. And I don't want that. And she's like, but I want it. And he's like, you need to understand, I don't want that. So they don't, my parents do argue, not all the time, but sometimes they do get along every day. But on other days, it's just an argument because why, we're out of the house. Life is just different now, and we're all not small anymore. We don't get to go out to Galaxy's Gateway or Chuck E. Cheese, and we're all adults. Me and my sisters are all adults, so it's like, what, both of my sisters just moved out. I moved out too. I moved out before my little sister moved out. My older sister got married and moved out. I got married and moved out second, and then my little sister, she just moved out. She didn't get married, but she just moved out. And I'm like, okay, so we're making it in life. And then my mother decides to drag me back in the house and say, I'm lonely, stay with me and help me in life and help me do the dishes so that you can run your business with me. Please stay with me. And my dad is like, oh, Conchita. That's how I started running Lily Deer with my dad. And he helped me get sales from his cop friends and our other cop family members. So we started selling to our other family members at BSO. BSO became my clientele, which so happened to be my family, distant family, and other relatives connected to the Lundy line within the family line. So because did I explain it? I don't remember. The Lundy family wanted to find out where Daddy went, so when he came down here from Philly, they followed him and they realized that he was working at BSO. So when Daddy started working at BSO in 1985, my dad's been working at BSO. He still works at BSO since 1985. He's still there. He's the oldest one. Because I don't want him. I figured it out. I was like, oh, why? I'm like, how come Dad didn't retire? I figured it out. I figured out that like no one wants my dad to retire because you know why? That's family. They don't always visit Daddy at the house. No, they always see him at work. They're all younger than Daddy. If Daddy retires, then you know what? They don't always see Daddy. And Daddy is a great, father. And the problem is that they're sad too. They're lonely too. Some of them lost their family members, and every single day they get to go to work and see Daddy. I see Daddy every day too. But the problem is if Daddy retires and he just hangs with me all day every day, then sometimes they feel like it just wasn't fair that they just started working at BSO. They just started to see their their uncle, and they're like, oh god. He retired? I just got here a year ago. It's like that. And they're like, oh, uncle's gone. Holy Spirit revealed my distant uncle, the sheriff. And, it's just going to be weird if I never see my distant uncle. And will I ever? I don't know. Because you know what? I got to help Raffin. I mean, I'm married. I'm married. And my mom says, you're not married. You know why? Because, yeah, she's heartbroken that she never went to the wedding. But then again, my dad never went to the wedding either. Because I was so angry, I walked out the house after she threw me in the mental hospital. I walked out, stayed outside, stayed homeless, When in actuality, I just walked all the way to Raffin's house. And then we got married at the beach. Because he lived right outside the beach on A1A in Fort Lauderdale. So we got married in Fort Lauderdale, and then we got our beach house, and I started living with him. Can I go back out? Yeah. And just ditch everyone here? Yeah. But Holy Spirit's been talking to me, and he's like, Rachel, do you think that's easy on everyone's heart? And I'm like, no. So he's like, how about we make it easy for your father to understand that you are who you are now. It's hard to believe you're this woman. You cut your hair short again, and I had my hair short before, way before this, like back in like 2018. Everyone loved my hair, no matter what, short, long. It's crazy cool. Really pretty long or crazy cool short. But here's the problem with it. A lot of people are like, no, I love your long hair. But then a lot of people say, oh, I like your short too. But like, I mean, I don't know what to do with the fact that my dad, excuse me, I feel like my dad is gonna mourn that when I be at the house and I'm not going to see him, because I realize that's what parents become. Because when my older sister moved out after she got married, my dad came home from work one night and he said, I miss Sarah. And I'm like, what? I'm like, but Daddy, she's married. She's gone and we have to live our own lives. You do miss her that much? Like, I didn't realize how much my dad missed Sarah until my dad said, I'm so used to seeing her come home from work. Like the same time I come home from work, she's home too. So, he would see her and he was like, I used to see her car and now I don't see her car anymore. Her room is not there anymore. She took all her stuff. She moved out and, and I realized it's like a hole in your parents' heart. But, I mean, what can I say? I mean, when parents say, well, you got to leave the nest. It's time to leave the nest. You gotta fly. You have the wings to, soar through the air. You need to start using those wings of yours that I trained you for, and it's like you're too big for the nest. Go out there and make your own nest. And that's what I started making with Raffin. I started making my own nest. Did I get pregnant? Yeah. I got pregnant quite a few times. I didn't miscarry. The fact is that I'm so spiritual that a lot of things happen to me. A lot of people say, oh, Richard, you really can't sing. And when you sing, you sound weird. So what in the world is wrong with you thinking that you can train people? And I'm like, first of all, you don't understand what a spiritualist. I'm a spiritualist. A spiritualist is someone who's like an empath. When they sing, their vocal cords are affected by every other part of their body because it's attached to the voice, which is attached to the soul. Whatever is attached to my soul, whatever's in my heart comes out. If I'm in pain and I can't control my voice, it's going to be held by a specific angel. And that angel may be masculine or feminine. That's why my voice sounds weird when I sing and when I belt. When I belt, it don't sound the same as I don't. If you knew my other songs, if you were somebody who used to hear me sing when I was younger, I used to have a very pretty voice and my belts were really nice. When I got older, my belts sounded weird because and like if you guys heard the You're Called Love song that I posted on my socials, when I belted them, a lot of people said that they couldn't hear it. They stopped listening. They could not fully listen to the whole song because my voice sounded like I was screaming. My belt sounded like I was screaming. I was no longer like belting. I was like yelling and screaming. I was like screaming. My voice was raspy. My voice got raspy and screaming because of the fact that I got beaten a lot. I did get raped. I got raped. I got beaten by a Satanist. Satanist found me. They astral projected in the middle of the night and they raped my body in the middle of my sleep. I woke up to being raped. My father thought that he could save me from that when in actuality he never knew how to protect me against just Satan, an astral projecting Satanist. So why you don't astral project. Well, so, can I be safe in reference zone? Sure. I mean, here's the sad thing. The reason why I got raped a lot is because my parents, they kept throwing me in the mental hospital. But they let me go to places they were not supposed to put me in. And yeah, it was their fault. My father never understood a lot of things in life. While my sister turned, while my older sister was always so scared in life, while my younger sister became a rebellion, and while I'm now, well, I'm not full. I am healed, but I'm not a fully healed singer. I still sound a little raspy. My notes may sound off. My tone is off. My tone is off because of my spirit. Sometimes an archangel or another angel will get in my spirit and help me sing. But depending upon what kind of spirit that is, my voice will sound masculine or feminine. And this is why I can voice act. You know, it's because of the fact that my friends have helped me, my angels, my guardian angels have helped me voice act. And here's the truth: when my blood relatives threw me away, my new family became the angels. The angels were all I had, and I said a lot of things that were very dark to them. I said life isn't good. Life is not meant to be lived. And they said, Rachel, why would you say that? And I said, because it's not. It's just not. Life is not good. Why would you call life good if it's not? What's the point of life if all you receive is pain? All I receive is pain. There's no such thing as good in life anymore. And then they said, Rachel, you have to understand perspective. Your perspective is just turned because of what you're going through. And I had to learn a lot from the angels around me. And my parents, my father, never knew how I turned so weirdly. But that's what happened. So I gotta go. But yeah.